Alright guys, so we're going to do a video on how to take paint off of Air Force Ones. So what I did here is I accidentally hydro dipped these really bad and I wasn't happy with it. So I'm guessing when you guys spray painted it or did do something bad. So first you want paint thinner, okay? And then you want just some regular paper towel. As you can see, I've been using it, it works. Or these they call them Swispers or makeup takeaways. They're premium rounds of Swispers. It's an interesting word of the day is Swispers. So what we want to do here, and just before we get into the video, maybe you should like and subscribe. It's free and you can always change your mind later. So as you can see, this has been working from here. So what you want to do is first, you always want gloves. Always be like whenever you're doing spray paint or spray paint, not really necessarily unless you want colorful hands, but you always want gloves with this stuff because it's really not good for your hands and your skin. Or make sure you don't wear it in your eyes. I'm not wearing glasses, but it might be smart to wear glasses. So what you gotta do is you gotta gently pour it on there, so you get it kind of damp. And what you gotta do is you gotta just kind of first, do light strokes and get everything soaked in. And then what you wanna do is you kind of wanna pinch it and fold it like here, kind of like that. And then press your pointer finger down. And you really just wanna get into, start kind of getting into it. As you can see, the sound of that gray stuff, well, that's the paint coming off. And this Nike sign used to look like this one, and the stock is the first, stock or whatever you want to call it. Sorry, I'm used to doing videos about cars, but this is the original color, and actually it looks more better than the original color because the original color was kind of light blue like this. So I guess it also it doesn't take off the original color, but it just makes the original color more deeper. And what you want to do is you really want to just kind of get into it. You want to kind of just work it like so. And once you start seeing the gray or whatever your colors mixed together look like, that's when you know you're really doing it right. So yeah, sorry, our neighbors were talking. And so you want to kind of dig into it and work at it, and then eventually you'll get these types of results. And you see, as the black actually wasn't the color. So then what you want to do is you want to take this, a blank one, and you just want to go over it all. Then you get all that gray crap off, and you know what you're actually doing. You can have all the eyes. Because then, look at how good the Nike sign looks, and look at how, you might not be like, oh, dude, that's kind of gross, but it kind of looks like mud. Okay, that's a better way to describe it. It looks like mud. That's the kind of residue or other stuff, as you can see here in the white, and that's when you know you're doing it right. So basically, you'd go from this, and then you'd go from that, and then just make sure that you can get everything. This usually works on the leather of the shoe, and I haven't tested it yet, but it kind of soaks in, but not too bad, but it kind of, as you can see, is kind of getting in there, bringing out its actual original stock color, which actually, fun fact, under all of this leather, it's not really leather, it's just paint, it's like a texture paint. It's actually blue suede. Now, I don't really know what this whole shoe's made out of. Shoe stuff, I guess, just shoe stuff. And the shoe stuff is actually blue suede. So if you really want a blue suede shoe like that, or this, nah, it's darker than that, like this tape, then I guess take a Dremel tool and get on the sanding top. And if you don't know what that is, I'll film a video about what that kind of tips on how to use a Dremel tool. That Dremel tool stuff will get the texture paint and get the shoe stuff out, and the shoe stuff is actually blue suede. And this, no, it's not the blue suede or the shoe stuff. This is just still got texture paint on it, but it's just, this is the original color. So I know I did not go through the whole Dremel tooling process because I do not want to go through all that. But I'm probably not going to make a video about it. But yeah, also I'd just like to make a shout out to Orion Skater because I did have permission to take one of his videos. And a shout out to Daily Dose of Memes. He was in one of the comments for my graffiti video. So if you want to watch his channels, it's really funny and everything. But again, you can subscribe to him. But yeah, so this is basically how to get paint off your Air Force Ones or any tennis shoe. I don't know if it works for the fabric like in here. I can't really tell, and I don't really want to try it, but I have heard from a very wise person, aka my dad, that it does not work for the fabric, which is kind of a bummer because you guys are gonna get really mad at me. But yeah, I did spray paint the insides because I am a ding dong, I guess, if that's what you want to call it. So you just kind of don't use a lot, just a light little soak and then done. I'd say about a few drops if you guys have one of those drop measure things where you squeeze the top of it and water comes out. So, but yeah, so you can kind of see how when you scrape it really hard, that stuff, you kind of see how those cracks, well, that's actually the white paint coming off. So I did a spray paint galaxy theme, and so it was all black with this teal, that teal and that black and this white, except I took the white and I put my finger, a new spray paint tape too. You put your finger on top of the nozzle and you leave a little, not the slightest 1 millimeter space of the sprayer opening left open, and you spray it, it will actually look like stars. Fun fact. That was the fun fact. And so that's just if you want to do a galaxy theme on your shoes or anything, that's that. And then I'll also do a video of me customizing these once I get it all back to normal, because I kind of want to do some type of customization. I don't know, you guys tell me what you think, maybe a Lakers customization or sometimes some type of basketball team, and yeah, but basically that's how you kind of do it. And oh yeah, another thing I kind of forgot to tell you guys is with the gloves too, if this starts getting sticky and stuff starts kind of sticking to it, or let's say your glove paint starts coming off, if your glove paint starts coming off, that's fine, it's the paint thinner or paint remover. But this brand too, the premium paint thinner from StarText or Trex, whatever the heck that is, I can't really see right now. You just got to make sure you use this brand, and sometimes this plastic cap, the metal part inside sometimes does get stuck on here. All you gotta do, you gotta press down, twist to get it open. But if that comes off, no worries, just put the white plastic cap and just plop it back on there. And yeah, you just kind of, slight dip. You see how it's kind of damp? I don't know if you can see the color or not, but it's the slightest of the dampest. It's not even a word. See how that black stuff is starting to come off? The black paint, and then it's starting, if you can see the difference. So you see this now, take screenshots or whatever, and then watch, if I go like this, now it's back to the stock white. So you see how that, I spray painted all of this white, so that's the white that I spray painted, and that is the white from the stock. You're probably like, why does that white look a little bit more tan or a little bit more darker? It's just because I had, what is this, 1, 2, 3 layers of paint on this thing, because trust me guys, this is my first customization, my first uncustomization, so I don't quite know how to really customize. And I will admit, I am a pretty big noob or nub or whatever you want to call it at spray painting these things. I should have asked all my friends, and I should have, actually done more research into it. And don't use matte paint or satin paint when it comes to hydro dipping, or at least from my experiences, because did that look good? You know, some to you guys it might look good, but to me, nah, dude. And it's like all crispy too, like it's sticky, and like look, if I go like this, like sorry, I have gloves on, but like look at how that stuff is like crispy, like that is musty and crusty, and I don't think that's dusty, but to go with the rhyme, whatever, musty, crusty, and dusty, yeah, I don't really think so, guys. This kind of sucked. So, I mean, I don't want no musty, crusty Air Forces, bro. I don't know about y'all, but nah, dude, this is kind of nasty. Plus, dude, look at it. This stuff is like furries. Yeah, like, I don't know. Skirt. Sorry, I'm really frustrated right now. Just at myself. But yeah, see, now we're getting that stock stuff back. Yeah, I know my hydro dipping didn't go well, so if you guys could cut me some slack maybe on the comments, you know, just like know that, one, I don't know a whole lot about cars, okay? I know like a little bit, but not a whole lot, so you gotta cut me some slack on that, guys. And like this too, because I don't really know how to like really customize Air Forces. You know, I know I should have looked out more to it, but yeah. So as you can see, like I'm taking it like this, you know, 2 fingers, 1 thumb. You know, I have some of this paint thinner on it, and I'm going like, and also make sure you're wearing bad clothes, because if you get any of this stuff accidentally on your clothes, you know, I fear it'll also ruin them too. You gotta like push in and do like little like upstrokes, kind of like that. Because like, see how it's most effective? So you gotta go like this, kind of like that, and it is, I'm figuring out now that it is most effective. And I didn't do it, but I would say you might want like a bucket or something to put all these in, because it's gonna take a little bit. And you can also use Q-tips to get in like these like tight spaces right here. I might go grab some of those later, but not right now. I'm just gonna get the big areas first. I'd say, yeah, always get like one side done, at least like that, and like this, and lightly do all this, and then get into all the touchy stuff, because this is I'd say about like a 2-day, 3-day and a half, maybe like a 1.5 day process. You'll need half of a day, and then another 1 whole day, I guess. You know, your guys' schedule, not mine. But I'd say that is how long this silly process takes. And again, I can't emphasize enough, always look into stuff from top to bottom to make sure that you know exactly what you're doing. Otherwise, you know, bad stuff is gonna happen. I mean, for instance, like this, but this is all the regular paint, I think. I mean, guys, I have no idea at this point. I'm really frustrated. So, yeah, you know, I will show you guys a whole video of me customizing these again, and in that video you'll see the regular what it used to be. But like, yeah, again, as you can see, don't use satin paint of any type of paint brand, because like that's like all musty and crusty, bro. I mean, that's nasty. I gotta grab another one of these. Sorry guys, one sec. Sometimes these get like stuck, but yeah, you just gotta like go with the flow, you know. You gotta grab these. You gotta like, yeah, I don't know, bro. That musty, crusty stuff is kind of bothering me right now. I'm enjoying taking this paint off. Oh, and don't do what I just did. Don't pour like a lot. That was an accident. My bad. But yeah, you gotta like kind of go like this. You know, you gotta make sure you kind of get like a little bit at a time. You know, you gotta work into it. And I'd say, like, you know, like I'm just doing right now, like get the first layer of paint off, you know, before you get all the other layers of paint. Or if you only have one layer, then only focus on that. But like, you gotta like only worry about, like, as you can see, I'm getting the hydro dip layer. That's what we're gonna call the the Hydro Drip. Get it? So we're gonna get that layer off first. And yeah, as you can see, this really works really well with getting all the paint off. And if you like kind of rub it really fast and really hard, I mean, it doesn't do a whole lot besides create more of that mucky, wucky color. So you just kind of like hard, yet like not too hard strokes. They just kind of like, you know, do whatever. I guess just for you guys, I'm gonna see if it works on fabric. Again, just like a little bit at a time. A little bit at a time. Okay, so as you can see, I'm doing the tongue right now. Kind of working. Do that when you're done. Do that when you're done with your body of the shoe, because that's gonna take way too long. But yeah, so if you accidentally customize your shoes, if you customize your shoes and you accidentally made them look absolutely atrocious and you don't want to go to school with those, you know, my case right now, or if you think they're cool, you know what, guys? Good for you. You know, if you think that they are cool, then don't let people tell you otherwise. But make sure you don't have crappy gloves like mine, or they start ripping in the middle of the process. So don't get these kind of gloves. I mean, do whatever you really want. These gloves are trash though, so you just gotta, you know, see? Whoops, sorry. Now, we're getting somewhere. So, yep, I will show you a customization of my Air Force Ones, when I get to that. But, you know, thank you guys. Remember, like and subscribe, and I hope you enjoyed the video. And make sure you don't do what I just did. Don't mess up with your gloves.